I'll say it again. Every master was once a disaster. If you're new to dating, this is a great quote for you. Every master was once a disaster. Guys who were great with women at one time were not great with women. So if you're brand new to this, be patient with yourself. You're learning a new skill. You're learning a new way of going through the world. So give yourself time to grow. Women, when they're little girls, are given Barbies to play with. When they're teens and adults, they have magazines like Cosmo and Vogue. Guys, when we were little kids, we were given Batmans. We were given G.I. Joes. We weren't taught this unless your dad was like some super awesome pimp. We, for the most part, weren't taught, how to pick up women. Some cultures, Hispanic cultures and Middle Eastern cultures, there's a lot of machismo, so usually we are raised with that. But a lot of guys, they aren't. So if you were one of those guys who wasn't taught this early on, be patient with yourself. You're learning a new skill. So every master was once a disaster. So the main point to realize is that everyone who was who was really good at this was once really bad at this. Myself, there's been people who have helped me. But when I was 16, my friends and I wanted to get really good at this, and so we would drive across from San Diego to Tijuana, across the border, and we would practice, and we would practice, and we would practice, and that was how we became good. A lot of my other friends, they sought somebody out, or they read some book, and right now I'm going to talk about the top 10%. It's been said that in the United States, the top 10% of the top 10 wealthiest, it's been said in the United States that the top 10% of people control 90% of the wealth. Now, it's also been said that those top 10% at one point were in the bottom 10% of people. And the same analogy applies to pickup. So the top 10% of guys, I would say, are sleeping with 90% of the women. And in like fashion, at one point, those guys were also in the bottom 10%. So if you're at the bottom, realize that if someone else is at the top, you can be there too. If you adopt their ways of thinking, their beliefs, and you do take the same steps that they take, action steps, you can also be in the top 10%. And I hope this helps. I don't mean to be that guy that hits on a woman as she's getting in her car, but I have to be that guy for right now. I'm telling you.